and are receiving medical treatment. For those 4 individuals, they're currently in a stable condition. All other personnel at the site have been accounted for, and we're ensuring that these individuals are receiving the best care possible, and we will continue to support their families through this difficult time. Our industrial hygiene staff have been conducting air monitoring through this incident and also at our fence line across the site. The available information that we have shows no adverse impact at this time. No shelter in place has been called for the community or near neighbours. We're coordinating with authorities. We have the City of Baytown, the Office of Emergency Management, as well as Harris County officials. We deeply regret this disruption and incident and any inconvenience that may have caused to our community.
So, in terms of the neighbours?
The extent of the injuries?
We're still collecting all of that information, so we're not in a position at this time to be able to provide that.
Do you know what area it was in the unit and what exactly happens in that unit there?
That unit is one that produces gasoline.
So neighbors complained about feeling rattling. So just to be clear, it was a fire, not explosion at all?
It was a fire at the time of the event.
So there was no explosion?
At this time, we're still collecting all of that information. So that's what I know at this time.
Do we know what might have sparked this? Or?
No, not at this time. We will conduct a full and thorough investigation into this incident.
What kind of chemicals, you mentioned you guys are monitoring air quality, what are you looking for?
We'll do a full review as part of air monitoring. That's also being done by other regulatory authorities as well. And all of those results so far have shown no impact to the community from an air quality perspective.
State and federal investigators will be on the way. Have they been notified?
My understanding is that that notification is underway. So we're completing those in line with the regulatory requirements. So.
Do we know how many people were evacuated? Or in that unit?
At this time, I don't have that information at this time.
But some were evacuated?
Yes. So we're at a position now where we know that all contractors and all employees and everyone working at the site have been accounted for. So we do know we've got 4 individuals that are receiving medical treatment, and everyone else has been safely accounted for.
Do we know what hospital they went to?
My understanding is they went to Herman.
In the medical center?
Herman Memorial.
And they are suffering from burns, correct?
I'm not in a position at this time to be able to confirm that.
But you mentioned they're not in critical condition, so they're all going to pull through.
My latest understanding is that they're all in a stable condition.
What is your message to the community? A lot of people have been messaging us saying they felt a big shake and they're kind of worried.
Yep.
What's your message to them?
So clearly this is a very unfortunate incident. We will do a thorough investigation to make sure an event like this doesn't happen again. And we deeply, we're really sorry for what's happened and the inconvenience that causes and stress that's caused to our neighbours.
So I want to go ahead and interject because they've got to get back to work, but just for awareness, like we will continue to post updates. We're working very closely.
Bennett joins us live from the scene.
Adam, what have you learned so far since you've been on scene?
Well, right now, Exxon officials and public safety officials are inside the Exxon building here, just across the street from the plant, about to do a press conference. My colleague Ugochi Aloka is in there. She will, of course, update us, and we'll bring that to you as soon as we get it. But for right now, we do have some information that Exxon officials and the sheriff as well have been releasing throughout the morning. Exxon confirms there are 4 people injured at this plant. They say they are receiving treatment. The sheriff says 3 of them were believed to have been life-flighted. He says, though, right now there are no evacuation or shelter-in-place orders happening. This happened just after 1 this morning. We got emails and we saw several different tweets from people talking about how it woke them up. They said there was an explosion that shook their house. Some people said they were 2 miles away and they felt it. They said it felt like an earthquake. Right now, Exxon officials tell us that their crews are still working on putting out a fire here on this complex. We don't know exactly where on the complex it is at this point. We're working to find that out. They also tell us that their own staff are conducting air quality monitoring, both at the site and at the fence line, and that so far, based on the available information, that there is no indication of any kind of adverse impact in their words. But this is the second largest refinery in the country here in Baytown. There's a refinery, a chemical plant, and an olefins plant, a lot of different compounds here at this facility, but we're working to figure out exactly what compounds may have been near where this fire and possible explosion happened. But I can tell you, over the last hour or so, I've been driving around the perimeter of this complex. I have not seen any visible flames or smoke at this point. There also did not appear to be any kind of law enforcement presence blocking off streets, evacuating anybody, or anything like that. But again, this press conference is happening inside. We'll bring you the latest information as soon as we get it. Stephanie?
So a little bit of good news with a potentially dangerous situation there. Adam Bennett joining us live this morning. We will check back in with you throughout the morning. Thank you for that. And for the latest on this breaking story, you can get updates anytime on KHOU.com and also on the KHOU 11 mobile app.
Okay, let's get over to meteorologist Kim Castro now. Kim, air quality certainly a major concern in light of what we've just heard.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of air quality, it's a little bit of good news here is that we do have some stronger winds for us in the area. So wind speeds at around 10 miles an hour for the Baytown community. Everybody else looking at calm conditions or wind speeds right around 5 miles an hour. So with the localized air quality concerns, that shouldn't spread citywide. Now, the next thing that we're really keeping a close eye on, we're seeing a big tug at the jet stream. So some big snow concerns if you're headed out west. I'll talk about that forecast in a minute. But for us, that means a big pull at the jet stream to the north. And that means we continue to heat up near records. That's for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We'll have your full forecast coming up.
All right, Kim, thank you. I'll take it away in traffic. We have great news here in the traffic center. Earlier problem off of the North Loop at Ella did clear, so no overnight trouble to warn you about. We are talking about your public transportation metro holiday schedule. Wanted to let you know that on Friday they will operate on a Sunday schedule. Then on Saturday, Christmas, it will be on a Saturday schedule. Park and ride will be shut down. HOV lane will be closed for those days.